Hello, everybody. I'm Bill McGee. I'm the president of the Richmond chapter of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, and I'm coming to you with a heavy heart today because the Virginia Supreme Court has ruled that the referendum that we worked so hard to pass on April the 21st is not going to be counted. Your yes vote means nothing at this point. Virginia Supreme Court 4-3 voted not to certify the election. This is a big setback. We worked hard to get that referendum passed. The members of the state legislature worked hard to get it passed. As you know, the FBI has targeted Senator Louise Lucas as retribution. You can call it whatever you want to. They're going after Senator Lucas in retribution for just what we're talking about today, for making sure that referendum got passed. And now the Virginia State Supreme Court has said, hey, it doesn't matter. We're not going to honor that. We're not going to certify that. And so now we have a choice. And we have one choice. The only choice we have is to show up in November in record numbers. Our choice now is to talk to all of our friends, talk to everybody we know to show up and turn out on November the 3rd in record numbers and show them that you can do everything you want, everything you can, but we're going to vote and you're not going to keep us from voting. And that means that you got to talk to your friends, your family, the members of the church, everybody. Keep in mind there were 6 million eligible voters for the April 21st referendum and 3 million showed up. For an off-year election, that's a great number of people to show up. But still, there were another 3 million that didn't show up. And we need to get as many of those 3 million people we can to show up in November to vote in the United States House of Representatives election for the state of Virginia coming up in November. Also keep in mind that on November the 1st, we have our Freedom Sunday, our second annual Freedom Sunday March, where we'll march from Martin Luther King Middle School down to the state capitol grounds, and we'll show everybody how serious we are about voting. That's Freedom Sunday, November the 1st. But before then, we got to get out and register. We got to educate. We got to motivate. We've got to talk to our friends. We got to talk to those people who don't think voting is important. Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, so many people have died for the right to vote. And we're sitting around now letting these people put us back to 1961, 62, when we had no rights, none whatsoever. We were treated like we didn't matter. But now we have the right to vote. They can't take that from you at this point. And so we need to exercise our right to vote. We need to show up. We need to register voters. We need to do everything we can. On April 21st, 1,604,276 people showed up to vote yes. And now the state Supreme Court, in a 4-3 opinion, has thrown that out of the window. Just said it doesn't matter. So people, it's time. If the churches, the organizations, fraternities, sororities, all the organizations, everybody, it's time for all of us to come together and decide that we're not going to allow these people to disenfranchise our vote. We're not going to let the Virginia Supreme Court do it. We're not going to let the Supreme Court of the United States do it. We're going to stand up, vote. We're going to take a stand, and we're going to show them that our right to vote is very important. We need to see you there. Remember, the struggle continues. God bless you. Thank you very much for everything that you're doing. For those of you all who worked your butts off to get this referendum passed, thank you so very much. But we've got work to do, people. We've got work to do. We got to motivate, we got to inform, we got to educate, and we have to register as many voters as possible between now and the November election. This summer of 2026 is going to be voter registration and voter motivation summer. We have to spend this time getting people prepared to show up to vote on November the 3rd. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for all that you do, all that you are. Let's keep everybody in prayer. Keep the state of Virginia in prayer. And we want to thank those members of the legislature who worked their butts off to get this thing passed. And we understand now that we don't have much of a recourse other than showing up in great numbers, in record numbers on November the 3rd. God bless. Thank you. The struggle continues. Let's make this happen.